All right, folks, let's talk New England Patriots because there's plenty going down in Foxborough, and it's the kind of stuff fans either love or hate. That's right, we got a mix of good news and bad news rolling in from OTAs, and trust me, there's a lot to unpack. So buckle up, hit that like button if you're hyped for football, and let's dive into it because the energy around this team is shifting and the pieces are starting to move in ways that might surprise some people. Let's kick things off with some positive vibes because why not start on a high note? One name that continues to pop off in the early offseason is EJ Chisum III. This guy is making a real push to secure a roster spot and not just scraping by either. He's showing real flashes of potential. And when you consider how crowded that wide receiver room is right now, it makes what he's doing all the more impressive. Kendrick Bourne's been out, which has opened up reps, but remember, these workouts are voluntary. So for Chisum to be showing up, staying locked in, and maximizing every snap, that tells you a lot about his mentality. This isn't just someone trying to hang around. This is a guy trying to prove he belongs, and so far, he's making that case loud and clear. He's not just catching wide open passes and skeleton drills either. He's running crisp routes, making contested grabs, and standing out in a group that includes guys with more experience and more buzz. There was a moment in practice that really stood out. Chisum ran a tight dig route, got matched up on Christian Gonzalez, and still came down with the catch. That's not a throwaway rep. That's a young player taking a real opportunity and making it count. When you see plays like that, you start to think this isn't just a training camp body. We're looking at someone who could be a contributor. Now, I get it. Some folks are still hesitant because he wasn't drafted, but sometimes the league just misses. It happens. You watch Chisum work, you look at his body control, the agility in and out of breaks, and the understanding of spacing. Those are pro-level traits. Sure, he's not the fastest guy on the field, but speed isn't everything. Especially in the slot, quickness and short area agility are far more important than pure top-end speed. And Chisum's got that short area movement. East to west, he's slippery, and that kind of skill set is tailor-made for the Patriots offense, especially if they want to get back to that traditional New England rhythm passing game. There's something very Julian Edelman-esque about the way he moves. No, I'm not saying he's the next Edelman, don't twist it, but stylistically, that short area quickness, the ability to shake a defender in a phone booth, that's there. And let's be honest, that's the kind of profile that's always thrived in this system. With the right coaching and the right reps, Chisum could end up being a serious value find. Speaking of matchups, here's more good news. Keion White and Will Campbell have been going head-to-head consistently in OTAs. And this isn't just some basic drill work. This is real competition. Both of them are young, both of them are hungry, and when you put two guys like that up against each other day after day, iron sharpens iron. For Keion White, this is a chance to develop that edge technique and get more comfortable dealing with quick athletic linemen. And for Will Campbell, going up against a high-motor defender like White every day, that's invaluable. This is the kind of work that sets the tone for training camp. This is how you build depth, you build confidence, and you raise the level of competition across the board. Now, I always tell people, whether it's in the pros or in high school PE, if you want to get better, you need to challenge yourself. You don't improve by dominating weaker competition. You grow by facing someone who pushes you. And that's exactly what's happening here. The Patriots coaching staff has to love seeing that fire, that intensity, this early in the process. It's not always about the big names. Sometimes it's the quiet battles that tell you the most about what kind of team you're building. Now, let's shift to another intriguing camp storyline. The battle between Cole Strangewell and Wes Schweitzer. This one is fascinating. Schweitzer's a veteran presence, came over from the Jets, and brings that gritty plug-and-play toughness, but Strange is still a bit of a question mark. Injuries have disrupted his development, and while he was a first-round pick, the clock is ticking. You've got a guy in Schweitzer who's already been a starter in this league, and another guy in Strange who was supposed to be the future but hasn't quite clicked yet. That's the kind of setup that makes for real drama heading into training camp. Schweitzer did have a minor injury scare during OTAs, but he came back in and seems fine. So this battle is still on. Now, does that mean Strange is on the verge of being cut? Some fans have floated that idea, but let's pump the brakes. He's still under contract, and cutting a former first-round pick this early into his rookie deal isn't something the Patriots do lightly. But what it does mean is that nothing's guaranteed. Strange has to prove he's ready to take the next step. And if he doesn't, Schweitzer's right there, ready to take that spot. It's part of a broader theme we're seeing in Foxborough right now. Real competition. Nothing is being handed out. At almost every position group, there's a battle brewing. You look at the tight ends. Jahan Bell's another one. There was some talk about whether he might be on the bubble, but from what we're seeing, he's got a legitimate shot to stick. His athleticism stands out. He's got the kind of movement skills that make him a mismatch in the passing game, especially if the Patriots want to get creative with personnel groupings. Dry Archer is another name in that conversation, and that battle could go down to the wire. The wide receiver room as a whole is shaping up to be a war zone. Chisum's emergence only adds to the logjam. You've already got Demario Douglas, Tyquan Thornton, Juju Smith-Schuster, and Kendrick Bourne when healthy. Now throw Chisum into the mix and maybe another name or two, and you've got some tough decisions ahead. Somebody's getting left out, and it might not be who people expect. Running back is no different. Antonio Gibson and Travion Henderson are both gunning for that number 2 role behind Ramondre Stevenson. Gibson brings the pass-catching element, while Henderson's shown some serious burst in vision. Again, it's going to come down to consistency, ball security, and who can handle the grind when the pads come on. But not everything coming out of OTAs is sunshine and touchdowns. Unfortunately, we've got to talk injuries. Linebacker Jelani Tavai went down in one of the team drills, and it wasn't a quick bounce back. He was down for a bit, eventually helped off by teammates including Mike Onwenu. Word is it's a leg injury, but there's still not a lot of clarity about exactly what happened. Was it contact? Non-contact? Those are crucial details. If it's a non-contact injury during a change of direction, that always raises concerns about soft tissue or ligament damage. And when it's a knee or ankle, that's when teams get nervous. It highlights a point that often gets overlooked in off-season training: the importance of preparation, especially when it comes to movement mechanics. You can lift all the weights you want, but if your ligaments aren't ready for the type of planting and cutting that happens in football, you're setting yourself up for trouble. That's why strength and conditioning staff put such a big emphasis on agility drills, directional changes, and explosive movement training in the offseason. It's not just about getting stronger. It's about getting the body used to the exact kinds of movements it'll be doing at game speed. Because if you don't train that, and you suddenly ask your body to perform at full tilt, injuries happen. Tavai's situation is especially unfortunate because he's one of the more versatile linebackers on the roster. He can play on the ball, off the ball, and brings a level of intelligence to the defense that coaches love. There was already speculation that he might be trade bait, but now, depending on the severity of this injury, that could all change. If it's serious, he could be out for a while. And even if it's not, it's another hurdle for a guy who was trying to cement his role heading into a contract year. And finally, let's touch on Stefon Diggs. Yes, he was at practice. Yes, he was limited. And no, that shouldn't surprise anyone. He's still working his way back from that ACL tear he suffered with the Texans. But the fact that he's back out there, even in a limited capacity, is actually the headline here. That's progress. That's a big step forward. A lot of people didn't even expect him to be available this early in the offseason. So to see him on the field doing individual drills, getting loose with teammates, that's encouraging. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In a potential blockbuster move that's already stirring the NFL rumor mill, the New England Patriots appear to be eyeing a high-profile addition to their receiving corps, DeAndre Hopkins. Sources close to the situation suggest that the Patriots are in serious talks to bring the star wideout aboard, a deal that could have an immediate and profound impact on their offensive firepower. Hopkins, known for his exceptional route running and hands, has long been considered one of the premier wide receivers in the league. His arrival in New England could signal a strategic shift for the Patriots, who have been searching for a consistent, game-changing target to elevate their passing game. After a season that left fans craving more explosive plays and reliable connections, The possibility of Hopkins suiting up in the iconic navy and red colors has sparked plenty of excitement and speculation among analysts and supporters alike, though nothing has been officially confirmed. Insiders suggest the negotiations are advancing quickly, with both sides motivated to finalize a deal before the season gains full momentum. The Patriots front office, known for their calculated and often surprising moves, reportedly sees Hopkins as the missing piece to complement their offensive scheme, one that can open up opportunities for their quarterback and diversify their attack. Adding Hopkins could also serve to bolster the Patriots' chances in a highly competitive AFC East, where speed and precision passing are at a premium. His ability to create separation and make contested catches would provide a significant upgrade, helping New England contend more fiercely with division rivals who have been dominating in recent years. On the flip side, this rumored acquisition also raises questions about the team's current receiving depth and salary cap flexibility. While the potential impact on the field is tantalizing, integrating a player of Hopkins' caliber would require adjustments and likely some tough decisions regarding personnel and finances. Nonetheless, the buzz around this possible signing underscores the Patriots' commitment to reclaiming their spot among the NFL's elite. As the story develops, fans and pundits alike will be watching closely. If this deal comes to fruition, it could mark a new chapter for New England football, bringing a blend of experience, talent, and star power that could reshape the team's trajectory. For now, all eyes remain on the Patriots front office as they navigate this intriguing and potentially game-changing negotiation. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.